Taurus besties, and welcome to my channel, blahscrystalsale Taurus Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't leave my channel without subscribing. Make sure to like this video, Taurus, if it does resonate with you in any type of way, and or comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Take the reading, Taurus, as it resonates with you. It will resonate differently for everyone. And Taurus, if you don't like my shit, get out my shit, okay? Any other information that I do not state as of now will be down below in the description box. I'll wait for y'all to come up in here before I start this reading. Natural, good evening. Quanicia, good evening. Good evening, y'all. Miss G, hello. Claudie, good evening. Colleen, my little Virgo child, made me pull myself together. He said, you gotta go live. You gotta do some readings. You gotta do something. So here I am. Plus, Spirit got a message. Now, before I sat down, what I heard was somebody's coming after you. Don't get all scary on me, okay? Don't always mean the worst case scenario, but somebody's coming after you. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. We'll see if it pops up. Ooh, my fucking head. You know, I think I understand now. Typically, sometimes my head hurts when the spirit comes through, but sometimes it hurts also when somebody comes through that's like typically kind of a stalker, that I personally would not want to be around. So I don't know which one it is exactly. I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure it's the second option, because if it was a spirit, my body would be aching. Either way, give me a second. We're gonna see what's going on. What messages spirit has for you. But you got the chariot that wanted to pop out. So like I said, somebody's coming for you. Somebody's coming for you. Stand on that 100%. Who this person is, like I said, I do not know. If you want to join me live for question and answers, I'll be on the main channel probably like 15 minutes after this reading ends. So if you haven't followed me there, just join me over there. You have the Four of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Cups. I feel like somebody wants to rectify something, Taurus. Now look, you could take it how it resonate, okay? But just because they want to rectify don't mean you have to rectify. But somebody wants to rectify something with you. You have Temperance. You have the Ten of Cups. You have the Queen of Wands. But you've been doing your own thing for a minute. Don't go back. My message is going to be all over the place. Just hold on. Don't go back, though. Somebody's going to come in and they're going to want to rectify things. Now, this doesn't have to be a lover. This could be an old friend. This could be a family member. But somebody's going to want to rectify things, but they can't really be trusted. I feel like you have gone into your own way of life. Now, you could be the person that wants to go back to something old and rectify something, but Spirit is saying that part of you is gone. You have to let that part of you go. You have gone on into doing your own thing. Now, I don't feel like you're as satisfied with what you're doing because it's not as major or as big as you thought it was going to be. It's like walking into the club at like 1 o'clock because, you know, it closed at 2, and you showed up at 1 thinking it was going to be packed, but you go in there and it's dead. Ain't nobody up in there. But it's like that. Like how your life is going. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but just listen. You walked into the club at 1 o'clock and it's dead. When you thought you were going to walk in there and there was going to be all these people and you're going to have the time of your life, but Spirit is saying where you are right now, it is what you make it. It is what you make it. There could be 4 people in that place. There could be 4,000 people in that place. It's not going to make a difference. But the difference here is, or the similarity here in both scenarios with 4 people or 4,000, is you are present. It's important for you to be present. It's important for you to be present. And this is why you can't try to rectify whatever it is that you may attempt to rectify or be feeling led to rectify. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Where you are is right where you need to be. I feel like you will fill that spot up. Hold on. You will fill that spot. Nope, you won't fill that spot. Hold on. You're not meant to fill that spot up. It's meant to feel exactly how it's feeling. Those 4 people in that place, it's empty for a reason. It's meant to feel exactly how it's feeling right now. Shit, I forgot. Give it back. Because you're headed somewhere else. This is temporary. Wherever you are, where it feels empty, it feels boring, it feels dry, it's not as exciting as you thought it was going to be. Shit, what the fuck did I just say? I don't fucking know. But it's like that for a reason. You're... shit. Hold on. I think I said you're meant to go somewhere else. You're meant to go somewhere else. This isn't the party. This isn't your destination. This isn't your party. This isn't your destination. But what is with this destination? Tony, good evening. Ebony, good evening. Jay, good evening. Shit. Oh my God. Who tried to shut me up? What is with this current destination? Like, why is the club empty? You have the 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. Because it's false. You've been lied to, or you've been lying to yourself. You in a alternate reality that's not the... It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit, right? You could have, like I said, you could have walked into the club. I'm using the club as an example. But you could have walked into the club and had 4 people, or you could have walked into the club and had 4,000. There's a reason why you only have those 4. If you thought your life was supposed to be more exciting than what it is, like, you know, you were on track to do everything that you were meant to accomplish. I was on track to get this promotion. I was on track to get this money. I was on track to be married. I was on track to be in a relationship. I was on track to whatever the fuck else you on track for, right? If you thought you were on track to be where you are supposed to be, don't lose sight of that. But Spirit is saying, give me a second to get out of my head. You don't see nothing wrong with that? That your reality doesn't match up with what you was supposed to be on track for? You don't receive, synchronicities for no reason, signs for no reasons. You don't receive certain messages for no reason. There is a reason why you feel like you were on track for this, like your life should have taken another direction, another turn. There's a reason for that. Like I said, if your current reality is similar to the example of I walked into this club and there's only 4 people and this isn't really exciting, there's a lie there. There's a lie there. And it's either one that you've been telling yourself, or there's one that you've been allowing others to tell you, which is why Spirit said don't go back and rectify. But there's one that you've been allowing people to tell yourself. It's like you're living a double life. Something doesn't belong. Something does not fit where you are. And this could be a person, place, or thing. You are right where you need to be, but something in your life does not belong there. Don't try to go back and rectify or allow anything back in to try to rectify with you, because it's something already still present in your present day that does not add up. It don't make sense. It's like, but you're not able to see it, or you haven't been able to see it. You have to uncover that. If you never uncover that, then what is the root of the problem? Well, it's not you, okay? Your reality is going to be whatever you want it to be. The people you want in it, the places you want in it, and everything else. So don't think about yourself right now. In this moment, we're not placing blame on you. We're talking about other things around you. What is the root of the problem? What has continuously came with you that has put you in this predicament, right? Just listen. You could go to that club with 4 people, or you can go to that club with 4,000 people. You can go with one friend, and you can go with another friend. I'd be eyeballing the friend that I walked into that club with the 4 people, because you wanted the 4,000, right? You wanted your life to be a certain type of way. You wanted it to be more prosperous than what it was, than what it is. Who's there? When you walk inside to where it's empty, you feel lonely, you feel, I don't know what else words to use, but you feel lonely, you feel discouraged, you feel whatever it is. When you start to feel like that and you start to see that you're not getting the results, who the fuck is around? What are you dealing with? What are you doing? Because something's not adding up. Sorry, I had to bite my lips. I'm sorry. But anyway, hold on. You have the 6 of coins, well, 6 of pentacles. You got the 2 of cups. Look at that little empty ass club. Okay, I know it's only them 2, but still, it's empty. And you got the sun. You resigned today? Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, see, look. See, this is where you thought you were going to be. Molly, hello, good evening. This is where you thought you were going to be. Now, I got ADHD now, okay? So I'm going to look at the comments, but I'm not going to look at the comments because I'm going to lose track, and y'all know how quickly I will do so. But either way, this is where, but you don't got to stop talking nothing. But, sorry, this is where you want to be. The 10 of Cups, the sun, you wanted the new beginning. You just knew your life was going to fall into place. Everything was supposed to look like what you imagined it was supposed to be. Because it is. It is. But Spirit is saying here, something doesn't belong. Your concentration is somewhere where it should not be. There is a certain person around that should not be there. And now look, we can go through the whole house and clean it the fuck up and take out everybody that's around. You could be like, well, I don't have any friends anymore. You know, I let go of everybody. I'm alone. I don't have anything, right? There's something there. There's something there. It could be where you are physically, you know, where you're living, where you're choosing to, you know, spend your time at. One of the things that I finally opened up to Kaleem, and I really didn't want to do it, but I have mood swings a lot, so he can't be wondering why the fuck I'm always in bed, and I be lying to him and being like, nothing, because my child is learning really good, like, how to read me. So, like, the other day he came to me and he was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, nothing. He was like, you've been mad all day. And I was like, no, I haven't. He was like, yes, you have. And I was like, no, I haven't. So you're sad? I said, no, I'm not sad. He was like, yes, you are. Are you about to cry? Are you sad? Go ahead, tell me what's wrong, right? I finally told my son that, you know, I've dealt with depression and everything else, blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't like to get into all that because I don't like to get in feelings. But I finally opened up to my son and told him a little bit of what, like, how I am and what I deal with and how I hide it, if anything. But I said, if I'm in the bed, I'm just not feeling anything. And I can't help it, but not to feel like I wouldn't do anything. I know I got shit to do, but I don't want to do it, right? But think about this. The bedroom, my bed, is those 4 people. Those 4 people. Yes, I find comfort in it, but I really don't find comfort in it. Those are the 4 people. If I'm sitting here saying my life needs to look a certain type of way, it's supposed to be like this, I can't do nothing with those 4 people. I can't do nothing with walking into that club. The bed will be the example of something that's holding me back, something physically that keeps me stuck, right? So whether this is a person, place, or thing that's in your life that you can put all your energy into and make some type of excuse of why you can't have certain things, then Spirit is saying that's what you need to let go of. I need to exit out this room, right? I need to go somewhere. It doesn't matter. Get somewhere, right? You don't have to go somewhere, because I know some people be like, well, I don't have the money to do certain things. And Spirit is like, you don't need it. You don't need it. There's free shit that you can do. Go to the park. Go for a walk. And be careful, because it be hot and stuff. But, go find something that you can do that will change your reality, that will change your perspective than what you are used to. Be in the present. Don't look at the past. That's why I said don't try to rectify. Be in the present so you can see what the actual issue is. If I'm sitting in the present, I'm saying my bedroom is a problem, right? But hold on, don't lose me here. Okay, watch the video back if you have to. But I've always been secluded to my bedroom, right? I've always been secluded. Anytime that I came outside my bedroom, I did the damn thing. But from childhood, when I lived with my mother and stuff, I was always in my room. I would close the door and be stuck in my room. Yes, I could be in the living room. Yes, I could be in one of my siblings' room. Yes, I could be outside. But if I'm not there, I'm in the room. When I moved, into my first place, I was in the room. I had a whole living room space. I didn't even go in there, right? I hung out in my room. And then when I moved again, I hung out in my room, right? And now we're here. And where am I at? In my room. So listen, the one thing that has been following me that I have not paid attention to, well, I paid attention, but just for example, the one thing that has been following me that I have not paid attention to was the same physical area, right? The area. The bedroom ain't gonna do shit for me, but get me in my feelings of depression, right? It helps comfort me. So Spirit is saying to you, like I said, don't lose me. Watch it back if you have to. There's the example of the 4 people when you walk into that club, and that's not what your life is supposed to look like, and the example of the 4,000 people. What person, place, or thing are you holding on to that allows you to not have the reality that you want to have? And I'm telling you, do not look at yourself, do not blame yourself, but you have to look around to something that you're holding dear to you that you have not yet released or let go of because it comforts you. Okay? Now, hold the fuck on. You have the King of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, 3 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, get my shoulder hurting, and the 4 of Cups. See, this is you want to change it. You want to change it. You want to change this reality. You want to change what's going on in your life, right? No one wants to deal with conflict. No one wants to deal with the pain. But Spirit is saying that you're still holding on. You're still holding on to something, someone, person, place, or thing that's allowing you to feel a certain type of way. My bed lets me feel. It lets me cut off my emotions. Because when I'm in bed, I don't think about nothing. I just be on TikTok scrolling through or something, right? I don't think about nothing. There's a certain friend that I can call that allows me not to think about anything. I don't think my problems through. I don't think about how I'm feeling, right? Because they always got something going on, right? I don't never have to go through my issues that I'm actually dealing with. There's something that's cutting off the circulation behind what you should actually be allowing yourself to feel, right? What is that for you? What's cutting off the circulation of you feeling or being able to think? What person, place, or thing are you allowing to cut off that circulation? This could be more than one thing for you. But what person, place, or thing is allowing you to cut off that circulation from what it is that you actually desire? Because you don't have it, you have a go-to, right? When you don't have the victory that you desire, you go to something. You do something, right? for instance, like liquor, right? When I don't want to feel, I go to the liquor, which honestly allows me to fucking feel. But I have a lot of blackouts, so really I don't be feeling or remembering what I be feeling. But you know, I can go to the liquor, or I can go to the bed if I don't want to feel. So, or I can go out with random people because I don't want to fucking feel. I don't want to think about it. But Spirit is saying there's something that causes you to escape from your current reality, but you have to be present. Because if you're not present, you're never going to deal with what is around you that should not be around you. You're never going to notice because you're caught up in your own world. You're still creating a reality that you don't want. You're still willing to deal with the reality that you don't want. Right? But like I said, Alicia, have a good evening. But like I said, there's somebody coming for you. There's somebody coming for you. Somebody, something, but somebody coming for you. Somebody coming for you. You have Judgment, the Hermit, and the Seven of Cups. Five of Swords, Queen of Cups, and you got the Moon. Today's the full moon. You know, when I looked at my garage last night, I like looked over out my blind side up at the sky, and I was like, well, that moon is full. Is it a full moon? And then I went to Google, and it was like full moon. Full moon July 3rd, and I was like, oh snap. And I went out, I think like 11 o'clock. But either way it goes, when I looked up, I saw it was a full moon. I was like, well, there's no coincidence that I saw this moon and realized it has to be a full moon, because as bright as it was. And typically the moon is kind of hidden. Even if it is a full moon, it's kind of hidden. I really don't get to see it. But there's something special about today. There's something special about today. I think the moon is in Capricorn, but I don't really know. Don't ask me. I don't fucking know. Okay? I don't fucking know. I really didn't do that much research. But there's something special about today, Taurus. So I guess there's more than enough reasons why this reading had to be done today. There's more than enough reasons why, you know, Spirit got me out of bed. Why Spirit made Kaleem nag me to get my ass out of bed. Because I feel like this reading is going to be very important to you, but you're going to take it all in your own different way. Like I said, watch it back if you need to. You may even come back to this reading a little later in the week because it may not resonate right now, right? Just certain things may not click until a little later. Because what I'm getting here is Spirit is going to deliver you a definite answer, okay? A definite answer to your prayers. Something that you have been waiting on. Like I said, someone showing up for you or something showing up for you. But Spirit's going to definitely deliver a message to you that you actually needed, right? Something that you needed. But I feel like take advantage of this because this is meant to get you out of whatever you've been dealing with. And this is why Spirit has you where you are and you feel like it's boring. Nothing exciting is happening for me because Spirit needed you to be right where you were, right where you are now. Imagine you were in that club with 4,000 people. Imagine you was in there. And Spirit came to deliver you a message. You're not going to hear them. You're not going to give a fuck. 4,000 people screaming, the music blasting. If the Spirit was walking, they couldn't really walk up to you. They got to find you. They got to search for you. But with those 4 people around, even though, you know, you don't like it. It's boring. You tired of being here. You tired of dealing with this, right? With those 4 people around, I can get to you quicker. I can get the answer. I can deliver the message. And what happens? You have space to quickly move on it. If I delivered the message to you finally, when I finally found you in that club of 4,000 people, if I delivered that message, how fast are you going to get out of there? You're going to have to bum rush through people, and some of them people ghetto as fuck, so they're going to want to fight you because you don't push their ass, but you got to get somewhere, but they don't give a fuck, right? Those all them obstacles that's going to be in the way. It's like Spirit saying, where you are now, you don't got all those obstacles that you think you're dealing with. You don't have all of them. You don't have all of them. Now, I know how I started this reading when I said about, like, not being in that place with the 4 people. I don't know. Actually, just watch it, read them back. But either way, you don't have the obstacles. With those 4 people, you don't have the obstacles. With whatever you got going on that you feel like you don't have, that you need to make up for, you didn't get that promotion, your life isn't as it's supposed to be, Spirit saying, but you don't have those obstacles. You don't have those problems. So when the time comes, when the message comes to you, you can act on it. You can move on it. You don't have those problems. You go back to try to rectify something, there are those obstacles. You're walking into the place of those 4,000 people where you feel you belong. Your life is supposed to be abundant, but it doesn't always have to be abundant the way that you picture it should be. It should actually be, right? So you feel like you're entitled to a relationship. Yes, you're entitled to a relationship. Doesn't mean you're going to get that relationship, because that relationship comes with problems. That relationship comes with, issues and obstacles and everything else. You want that specific job, but that specific job comes with, a headache, barely making ends meet. You think it looks glamorous and everything else because it's popping and everything else. Everybody's talking about it, but if everybody's talking about it, that means people's hours are going to get cut. Because they're going to hire new people they're going to end up paying less than what people are getting while they're at that job. And then a lot of people are going to get cut because they're going to demand that they get their same pay, or they're going to demand that they get more money. But it's easier to invite all these people in. Don't lose me. It's easier to invite all these people in if at a lower rate, if so many people are coming. So many people feel like they're qualified. So many people are eager to take that position. So what the fuck do I have to pay you for? Why would I want you to stay here? Why would I want you to come here? If you're asking more than what I'm willing to give, and I have all of these different options here. Spirit is saying you want that. You want that life. You think you do because it looks glamorous. And like I said, everybody's talking about it. But that doesn't mean it's right for you. You're right where you need to be. And remember, where I started off this reading at is you were in that club with those 4 people. You were in the club with those 4 people. Yes, it doesn't look as glamorous, but it is what you make it, right? You can go in that club and look, now, because it's only 4 people, they handing out free drinks. They trying to call people in there. And you just happen to be one of those people that got in there. Now you got free drinks. And now you get to, listen to the music and vibe out without having any distractions or people, getting into fights and everything else. It's all about you. Those people working there are catering to you. Right? Compared to, I went into this club with 4,000 people and I got to fight for my life to get in this bitch. They got a line outside because they being picky about who comes in this bitch. Right? I got 4 people, I got a free section. I can pick any of these motherfuckers. They can't tell me I can't be in it because who the fuck gonna feel it? But me. Right? And then them other 3 people that's over there. But the Spirit's saying, look, because I'm gonna keep using this club example. But those 4,000 people, you're not going to get what you think you're going to get. That's going to be your heavy obstacles you're never going to get. And I'm going to sit here and say never. Never. Okay? And if you do eventually get it, you done gave your blood, sweat, and tears. You done give up your whole life. You damn near done sold your fucking soul just to get a little taste of whatever they were offering. Spirit saying, I don't want you over there. Everybody's talking about that. You are free. Right now, you have freed yourself from whatever obstacles you have freed yourself from. Yes, it seems boring. Yes, it seems tiring. Yes, you want something more, but you're no longer dealing with the shit that you were dealing with before. You just can't see it because you're still stuck where you should not be. You're still feeling like you want something more, but this is everything to you. So when I hand you, something more, you'll be at the top. Right? You'll be at the top. Now, listen, don't lose me. Those 4 people, you included, 4 people in there, or maybe 4 people, 5 now with you. But anyway, I don't want to lose my point. Think about this. Now that you've gone in there, you got acquainted with the bartenders, you got acquainted with the manager or supervisor, I don't know what the fuck they be, and the bouncers, right? One day, that club is going to become something popular. And who's already at the top? So when there's a line stretched outside, who's going to get in? Who's going to be able to skip the line? When there's, all the sections taken, but you need a section to celebrate your birthday, who's going to get that? Who's going to get that section over that person that was willing to pay? You are. Because you were right where you need to be. It's like you being with a startup business. Some of you guys may be doing a startup business, right? You're thinking, I got to get a job, at a law firm instead of starting my own law firm. I got to get a job at a practice, whatever practice it may be, instead of starting my own practice. I gotta get a job working underneath somebody, and Spirit is like, but you're right in that you're in a good position to start your own shit. Where you are, you have the mental capacity to think it through, right? How can I be my own boss? And I know it doesn't work for everybody, so flip-flop your own ass. But how can I be my own boss? Right now, you have nothing holding you back. You're not tied to anything. The way that you think right now, where you are, is perfect for the reality that you actually want to create. Versus, I'm gonna go, do this job. I'm gonna go work for this person, and then what happens? They take up your time. They take up your energy. You now are drained. You're now tired, and you don't have the time to think about, creating your own. You don't have the time to think about whatever the fuck else it is, right? You go into that relationship, and now you're tired and drained, and you don't have the time to think about getting married with this person. You don't have the time to think about your future with this person, because you didn't even have the time to sit in your own energy, sit in your own thoughts. Good evening, y'all. Sit in your own thoughts, sit in your own sit in your own energy in order to create something better. Where you are may seem boring. It may seem like shit ain't going the way that you want it to be going. But Spirit is saying this is the perfect position for you. Hate it or not, you gonna come out like a beast on this one. Like I said, backtracking to that startup, you are in the perfect position to start up something new, to start anything new, to have a new relationship, and not have to go to that fucking healing stage of I gotta heal, and I'm still mad at this bitch because they cheated on me. I'm still mad at this bitch because they hurt me. I'm still mad at this. You are in the perfect position to have a healthy, long-lasting relationship. You're in a perfect position to see past the red flags, or to see the red flags, not see past them bitches, because you don't want to see past them. You are in the perfect position to see the red flags as they are, and basically bypass them, right? Because nothing is occupying your view. Nothing is occupying your view. You can see it from a mile away. That is for me. That's for me. So while you're standing there outside, let's just say the clubs are right next to each other. Where you are is where you are. But when you approach both of those buildings, both of those clubs or whatnot, you're going to see, I'm not waiting in that fucking line when I can just go over here. Why the fuck would I wait in that line? But if you're still waiting in that line, Spirit is saying you're still going to be waiting for your reality to change, right? I didn't just put you where you are just to keep choosing the same fucking thing again. You're going to keep waiting in line and keep waiting in line. It's my turn eventually. Eventually I'm going to get in that door. But they keep letting 2 people in at a time because people don't want to leave. They're caught up in it. Just think about this. The devil's den, damn it. Fuck it. The devil's den. That's nothing but the devil's den, and they getting sucked in with all the secular music and everything else. Anyway, they getting sucked in with all the secular music. They're under mind control and everything else. Those people in that damn club of 4,000 people are literally under, whoever's spell is up in there. And you're waiting just to sell your soul to get up in there. Because you want it so bad. I got to have it now, and I don't want it any other way but this way. So I'm going to wait in line because everybody else is waiting in line. This is the way that I'm supposed to do it, right? Instead of breaking free and starting your own. The 4 people in that place that chose to go in that place are all going to come up because they chose their own route. And Spirit is saying, well, when are you going to start to choose yours? When are you going to start to think for yourself instead of allowing someone else to think for you? When are you going to start choosing yourself? When are you going to start to choose what it is that you really do want? You can create it. You can make it. But Spirit is saying if you keep waiting in that line, you're going to forever keep waiting. Your reality is never going to change. So if you don't get up out that bed, nothing is going to shift. If you don't put the liquor down, nothing is going to shift. Right? You're not going to be able to see it because something is blocking your view. No, I'm gonna fuck on because it isn't too loud. Thank you. You got the 6 of Cups. The King of Cups. 7 of Swords. It ain't what you want. Look now. You can't make it up. It ain't what you want. 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 Look at it. Look at it. Look at you looking at that shit. But Spirit is saying, look what's gonna happen to them. This is the 7 of fucking swords. Look at what's gonna happen to them. Yeah, they may seem happy, they may appear to be happy, but this is the 7 of swords. This ain't that damn, unless they planning some shit, and then you don't never know what they fucking planning too. What the fuck is coming on with that? 6 of Cups. Don't ever be jealous of somebody else's life. Don't ever, and I know, look, we can sit here and say we're never jealous or whatever else it is. We're always happy for somebody, but when life is not going great for you, sometimes you can't help but to think like, damn, I wish that was me, right? But Spirit is saying, don't you ever look at somebody else's position and think that they got it better than you, okay? Whatever they went through, they deserve it. Or some people, you know, the karma is gonna come around. You just may not be able to see it. But do not peer into somebody else's life and try to, you know, think that that's better than what you got going on, right? Because they have an expensive car, they have an expensive place, and, you know, they act like they never hurting for nothing or whatever. But the shit that they gotta fucking deal with because they chose to get what they got, how they got it, you don't want that. This is you standing in line, right? If you choose, well, hold on. Give me a second. This is you standing in line. This is you standing in line. 6 Cups, 5 Pentacles. Standing in line, waiting. You looking at the 4,000 people, if they having fun, right? They having fun. I went on a cruise once, only one time, because, you know, I was so younger. But either way, we went on the Carnival, and then the Disney cruise was like right across from us, and it was popping. And I was like, why the fuck we got on this boring ass cruise? I need my daddy to do better. But at the end of the day, I don't know what the fuck was going on with that motherfucking shit that day. I don't know what Spirit was avoiding. I don't fucking know, honestly. But I ended up meeting this guy on the ship. My daddy did not like that whatsoever. I took pictures with him and everything in that little photography gallery thing. And I told my daddy to look at the pictures. I brought him down to look at them. He did not like that. I told him to get the pictures. He never got them. But either way it goes. This is you standing in line. Okay, because I don't want to lose thoughts. This is you standing in line. This is you waiting for your opportunity, but it never coming. Because Spirit said you just keep waiting and waiting in the wrong fucking line. Your line is not hard to get in. Okay? The line that's really meant for you is not hard to get in, but you keep concentrating on the hardest things. The hardest relationships. I gotta do all this fucking work to get this bitch attention. I gotta do all this fucking work to get this bitch to love me. I gotta do all this work to get this bitch to respect me. Right? That's you waiting in the line. You're waiting in the line for somebody to love you. You're waiting in the line for somebody to admire you. You're waiting in the line for somebody to respect you, or whatever the fuck else I was fucking saying. Right? Why do you keep waiting? Waiting in the line for this promotion. Waiting in line for whatever. Right? Why do you keep waiting? Making yourself miserable when life is not meant to be as hard as you're allowing it to be. Give me a sec. So, with the 7 of Swords, you may think that they got it all together, but looks can be deceiving. Spirit is saying you got to look further into it. What are you surrounding yourself with? Or what are you allowing to continue to stay there? Maybe it is your mindset, right? What are you allowing to stay present in your present day that tells you every day that you're not good enough? That tells you every day that you can't have this, that you can't acquire this, that you can't get this. What do you get to see every day? What do you allow yourself to see? Not what do you get to see, because like I said, you have the ability. But what do you allow yourself to see? Like I said, if I never leave my bed, I never see anything else. I don't know what's going on outside. Right? I don't know how that festival was. I saw it on Facebook on the events little page. But I don't know how that event was. It could have been fun. I wouldn't fucking know. I was in bed. I'm fucking out. Right? I don't know how this summer's going if I'm in fucking bed. I don't know who I could meet out and about because I'm not there. I'm not experiencing it. So yes, I am free, but I won't allow myself to be free because I'd rather, you know, sit in my feelings or whatever fucking feelings that I'm feeling that I don't want to allow myself to feel and just be cooped up in the bed. I don't know who I could have possibly met. I don't know if I would have met anybody or not, but I wouldn't know that, right? Because where I'm allowing myself to be. So Where are you allowing yourself to be at? Spirit is saying you're free to make whatever choices you want to make, to go to whatever relationships you want to go to whatever jobs you want to go to. You're free to do so. But when are you going to choose to do it? You don't got to wait on nobody. You don't got to wait. That's what I was trying to say. The line that you are meant to be in, the things that are actually meant for you, Spirit is saying you don't have to wait, and you're in the perfect position to not have to wait. But yet you keep acting as if you're still dealing with that old shit and waiting in line for it. Waiting for it. Waiting for somebody's approval. Waiting for somebody to give you some type of handout, right? When you can go create it. You can go do it. Now give me a second on this one part. What is that? Cancel. The direction you're going to go is not the direction that somebody tells you to go. Stop listening to everybody. Stop listening to everybody. Shit, hold on. The direction you're going to go is not the direction that anybody's going to point you to. This is going to be spirits between you and spirit. It's going to be your call. It's going to be the relationship that you chose, not one that you discussed with your friends and been like, girl, is he good enough for me? Or what do you think about the situation? This is going to be one that you have chosen. Like, you didn't get assistance with choosing this. The job that you go to is going to be one that you chose. Nobody else's feelings are going to be in play. I need to buy my lip beforehand. Sorry. Nobody else's decision is going to be at play when you make your choice. Because it's going to be easier. Because when you make the decision by yourself, you don't have to deal with people putting their input in it. You're waiting in line, right? Because now you have to sit there and consider what somebody else said. Now you have to sit there and consider how somebody else feels about you making whatever decision. Spirit is saying it's easier when you decide to do it on your own. That's the route that I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to see. And that's why your life is where it is, where it currently is. Spirit is trying to get you to see that you have to move past rectifying shit. You gotta move past it. Don't go back to it. Don't try to clean it up. Don't try to fix it. Move past it. And get them people out your ear. Get them people out your ear. If you aren't making the sound decision on your own, it's not going to be the right decision. It's never going to be the right decision, right? Yeah, I'm going to stay there. You have the 8 of Pentacles, the Magician, the Ace of Swords. I'm telling you, you are in the perfect position, whether you believe it or not. I know it doesn't always seem that way, but right now, you are in the perfect position to make your life be whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want it to be. Perfect position. You may not see it necessarily, but you are in the perfect position. 9 of Coins, 9 of Pentacles. You have Death. You can change your life to go whichever way you want it to go. Whichever way you want it to go. If you're single, look at that as a good thing. Don't sit there and be like, I don't have anybody, nobody loves me, I've been single for so long, because Spirit is saying, but you have the option to choose to be single or not to be single. To date, not to date. Who do I want to date, right? You could date whoever you want to date. You could date the red flags if you want to. You can date the good person if you want to. You have the choice. You have the freedom. Don't you see that you're in the perfect position to choose the exact soulmate that you want? Right? You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to wait in line. You get to choose. But you get into that relationship, you know, and you choose to, you know, pick a relationship that you got to wait in line for, then there goes all the obstacles and the problems. If you choose to I want a relationship so bad, I'm gonna just choose this motherfucker, even though this person, you know, cheats on me every 2 seconds. This person is abusive with their words. This person, you know, never shows up to our dates. This person never takes me out. This person never pays for this. This person, whatever, right? If you choose that relationship, Spirit is saying you were choosing it from a place from your past. You were used to waiting in line. So you chose somebody that you would have to wait in line for. And Spirit is saying, wherever you are right now, you're in the perfect position to choose the soulmate that you want. To allow that person to come in. Whether you wait a little longer for them, or you go ahead and choose it now. But you're going to see them coming from a mile away from where you're standing. Single people, you go to a bar, you're going to be able to see everybody that comes in there that you're going to be attracted to. And now, because you're single, you could talk to this person at the bar, you could talk to this person at the bar, you could talk to this person at the bar. So 3 people at the bar, let's just say. You talk to 3 people. It didn't matter. You're single. Bitch, you're not going to hold me. Bitch, you're not going to hold me. Bitch, you definitely not going to hold me. But I get to choose whether I want one of you or none of you. Nobody's going to be my headache unless I choose. Right? But I'm not going to allow any headaches to come in because I'm in the perfect position to not have to be in a relationship where I get to date. Right? I get to choose who I want to give my time, my attention to, my energy to. Right? Same thing with those jobs. Same thing with those jobs. Or, you know, the business that you want to create. Let me start with the business point of view. You know, right where you are, because you're not tied to really anything, you know, you want something better, you want something different, you're able to now come from a creative perspective and figure out what do you want to do, because now you can do anything. You could be anything. You could do whatever you want, whatever you decide to do. You can create that business. Now you have time to go talk to those banks about how you could possibly get a loan. Talk to multiple banks, because you're not tied down by a certain bank. You now get to go to different banks and figure out which one's going to be the best fit for you and what you're trying to create. You have time to get that business proposal out there. When it comes to those jobs, you now have time to figure out which job you actually want to work. Which one you actually want to work. Instead of feeling like I got to wait and wait and wait for one of these jobs to choose me. When Spirit is like, but you get to choose. You get to choose. And you got the 8 of Cups. Come the fuck on. Exactly what the fuck I said. Exactly what the fuck I said. You got the Fool, 5 of Wands, Strength. It should not be hard. And I want you to just remember this. If it ever becomes hard for you, and even if it's hard now, because it may be, think to yourself, what am I waiting for? What is holding me up that I'm waiting for? That I can go out there, there's another route. It's always 2 routes, okay? If this is hard for me right now, I am in the position of waiting. And I'm waiting on something that's already mine. 2 realities here. Multiple realities, but 2 realities here. I'm waiting. I'm in the wrong reality. I'm in the wrong club. I gotta get up out this bitch, okay? I'm in the wrong line. There should be no line. So if life gets hard, and if life is hard now, ask yourself, why am I waiting? What am I waiting on? A bitch like me would never wait. Okay, that's what you need to tell yourself. Pump yourself the fuck up. A bitch like me would never wait. I shouldn't have to wait. Life should be easy. Things should flow to me. Right? 5 Swords. Walk your ass the fuck away. Okay? You don't need that activity. You don't need them type of activities. You don't need that. You don't need that. Whatever it is that you keep waiting on, you don't need it. You don't need it. Because if you needed it, it would have already been here. You don't got to wait for it. It would have already been here. By the time you get up to that line from that new pizza spot that opened, they're going to be sold out of fucking food. And look, you just waited for what? When you could have went somewhere else and filled your belly up with something else. I know you wanted it. Doesn't mean it was for you. Right? If you got to wait for it, it's not really for you. If I got to wait for you to love me, bitch, you not for me. You're not for me. You don't like me. You don't like me. No possible way you like me, bitch. Okay, and you damn sure don't love me. And you damn sure never really will love me. You're going to settle for me. You're going to settle for me. Sorry. Give me a second. I'm getting congested. Sorry. But you're never going to love me. I got to wait for you. And Spirit is saying, you shouldn't have to wait. You shouldn't have to wait. Walk away from that. So if life is hard now, or life has been hard in the past, think about it. Write it down if you have to. If you want to go through like different occasions in the past when you were waiting, what was occurring? What were you waiting on? And why were you allowing yourself to wait? I was going to say we've been conditioned from childhood to wait in line. That's not how your life is supposed to be. Okay? You're not held by structure like that anymore. You allow yourself to be chained. Look at that devil. You allow yourself to be chained. You allow that conflict to be there when it doesn't have to be there. And the Two of Swords. It doesn't have to be there. Now you're fighting with the reality that you want and the reality that you have. Right? You want something better. You want something better. But Spirit saying you gotta have a clear vision to it. And if you just allow anything in, or you just settle on anything, fuck your vision, it's gonna be foggy. And you're gonna be waiting. You're gonna be waiting. If you become so desperate to have something that you just honestly, just impulsively choose something, just to have something, you're gonna be waiting. You're gonna be waiting. Because that's not exactly what you wanted. So just like that person had you waiting, you had yourself waiting. Just how that person, let's say that relationship, and even if you haven't experienced, just listen. Just like that person would never really choose you. You know, they really didn't love you. You wanted them to love you. They wouldn't be right for you, right? That's the Spirit saying you are for yourself. You're choosing not to be right for yourself, right? You're cheating on yourself. You're cheating yourself out of what you could have. You're cheating yourself out of the best and choosing, because I'm bored where I am now, because I'm upset with my life now, because whatever, you're taking it out on you, right? It's like a child throwing a temper tantrum, but you are the child and the parent at this point, because as an adult, that you got yourself, right? You are the child and the parent, and you're going to take it out on yourself by giving yourself the worst choices that you could give yourself. Because I need a job so desperately, I'm going to just choose this motherfucker, okay? I had all this time in the world where I did not have a job to be able to choose whatever I wanted, right? I had all this time. And I'm going to just go ahead and choose to settle for this shit just because I need it. It's going to give me a headache. It's not really going to pay me enough. And honestly, it doesn't pay the bills necessarily, but it gives me something cool. Got it. I'm not knocking it, okay? But listen, it's going to have you working so hard and waiting that you're never going to be able to go live the dream life that you want to live. When are you going to have the time to do it? When are you going to have the time to do it? If that place is literally paying you like $5 an hour, just saying, it's paying you $5 an hour, and you're working 12-hour shifts, maybe even longer sometime, because they need you to stay over or whatever, it's not really paying you really anything, less than the minimum, just saying. When are you going to have the money, the resources, to go out and meet somebody? When are you going to have the resources to really, get the dream car that you want? When are you going to have the resources to, whatever it is, right? You want all these different things. But Spirit is saying where you are, or where you were, but I'm going to start with where you are. Where you are is the perfect position to think about what job is going to give you exactly what it is that you want. What business idea is going to give you exactly what it is that you want? What relationship is going to give you exactly what it is that you want? You get the pickings. You get the pickings. You get to choose. You don't have to have it choose you, because like I told you, somewhere up in this bitch, this is your reality. Fuck everybody else. Okay? Fuck everybody else. Those 3 people that you saw in that bar, you called them into your reality. Ooh. That was loud. Still going. You know what they showed me? Still going. That was loud as hell. They said fuck them 3 people. They went back to 4. They went back to 4. It was what's the, I typically get earaches, but the ringing, they ring really loud just then. the 4 people, damn, but you made me forget. The 4 people in that bar, you called them in there. That's what they wanted. They said, fuck those 3 people. The 4 people in that first bar, because I don't want you to lose me, are the people that you called into your reality. You didn't know those 4 people before you went up in there, but you damn sure gonna know them now. And what's gonna happen, you're gonna know the bartender, which the bartender could end up being your closest friend eventually, right? You're gonna end up knowing the manager, who could be the person that gives you the money to support whatever it is that you got going on, right? Don't look at it like I need to know a plethora of different people. I need to have all these different relationships, because Spirit is saying all these different relationships that you think you're supposed to have aren't really gonna serve you. They're gonna be serving themselves. You might as well take your ass to that club with them 4,000 people if that's what you're looking for, right? But it's better to know 4 or 10 than them 4,000. Because them 4,000 is too many people up in there. Too many options up in there. They're going to be concerned about themselves. I'd rather be in that empty motherfucker than be in that full place, right? It's like working in corporate. Everybody in that building ain't going to know your name, nor are they going to give a fuck. They're not going to give a fuck because you are replaceable. You're replaceable. I don't get a chance to really get to know you. I don't know if you got kids or not, and nor do I give a fuck if you got kids. Okay? I don't care if your granny just died and everything else. I don't give a fuck. Not me. I'm just saying the people in the building. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Not me. Them. But I'm not going to give a fuck. Okay? Because I don't get a chance to get to know you. So, Spirit is saying with those 4 people, they get a chance to get to know you. They going to be the ones to give a fuck when your granny died. Okay? They going to be the ones to give a fuck when you go through heartbreak. Right? They gonna be the real ones that's gonna be there for you. Even though I work with you, even though whatever, I just met you, I can actually get to know you genuinely. Right? We got time. Let's wrap this up. You got 10 of Swords. And like I said, you could join me live on the main channel for question and answers. I'll be there by 9 Central Time. 7 of Wands. 4 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles. Life is going to be abundant. Okay, you got the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. Life is going to be abundant. You got the Lovers. And you got the 4 of Cups. But I want to show you the difference of this 4 of Cups. Because granted, the 4 of Cups is like you waiting and waiting and waiting. Like kind of just waiting for somebody to come, right? But look at this 4 of Cups. Because even though you may look at this and you may miss this part, some of you may catch it. You see her sitting there, but what I really want you to pay attention to is the fact that there's somebody else sitting there. Somebody else sitting. She's not waiting. She's not in this deck. She's not waiting. They're already present. And I feel like Spirit's saying to you, whatever you think you keep waiting on, you don't have to wait for it. It's right there. You can have it. But if you keep waiting in this line and keep waiting for answers and keep waiting for prayers to be answered or whatever, right? If you keep waiting for it, you're never going to see that your prayer has already been answered. You just got to get away from that person, place, or thing that I told you is fogging up your reality. Play the reading back if you have to. You got to get away from that. Because something is still present where it should not be. Something, you're still holding on to something. You're still in a position that you should not be in. So although you are free, you haven't quite set yourself free. But yeah, your abundance is already here. Anyway, y'all, that's pretty much our reading. Bye, y'all.